No one talks about this part of the journey, losing friends as you grow. But as an entrepreneur, it happens. It hurts. And it's real. You try to fit in, you fear of missing out, FOMO, as you Gen Z call it. But the truth is, where you're going, not everyone can follow. And that's okay. So, this subject that we're going to talk about means a lot to me. And I feel like it's something so important that not just entrepreneurs are going through, but people in general. But here's why I wanted to have this podcast, my own channel. There's a lot of people out there who speak a lot of fluff when it comes to entrepreneurship because certain things we don't want to really talk about it because it's depressing, it's sad. But I feel like we have to speak the truth. And I know what I'm about to talk about, losing friends, is so real and it happens and it hurts. I always wanted to have so many friends because it distracted me so much from my personal issues. So I grew up with the mentality of having a lot of friends, knowing a lot of people means you're popular. And I tried to hold on to this when I started my entrepreneurship, when I started this path. But what I realized really quickly is that not everyone sees your vision. Even your closest friends don't see your vision. And even the closest friends around you don't want you to be successful. It's not that because they hate you, it's because they have a fear of what if you leave them behind? What if your life suddenly becomes something so amazing they cannot be a part of? And I get it. And it's sad for them and it's sad for us. But you see, entrepreneurship, there's so many beautiful sides about it. Don't get me wrong. There's so many beautiful things about it. But there's also so much sadness behind it. And one thing that I feel like is so sad is how lonely you are. How many friends you have to leave behind. And then on your path, you get to know new people. And then you think, these are my friends. You know what I mean? Because we are in the same, environment. We have the same mindsets. And you try to attach yourself to them because who wants to be alone? None of us want to be alone. We're born to have tribes. But let me ask you, how do you know which tribe you belong to if you don't know who you are, what you love, like truly who you are? Because I didn't know for the longest time. And I tried to be a part of so many different tribes. And the issue with that is when want to become a part of a tribe and you don't have the same thinking or mentality or you don't even like it. You're just a part of it because you don't want to be alone. This will make you more alone than you actually being alone. What I'm saying with all of this is like not everyone is going to walk this path with you. You're still going to have your family, you're still going to have some friends who understand. Doesn't mean that they get it how you get it, but they're still going to be there for you. That you can still call and still be having that one-on-one that you really need. And then also the beauty about this journey, even though you lose a lot of friends, you also gain some through this journey as well. People that understand what you're saying. And that's also so beautiful. So don't lose hope. Okay. Um, it's a beautiful journey. It's a journey that you in this moment have to go through, like we all do. And at the end of the day, I promise you, it's going to make you so much stronger. And what I realized as well, so many of my old friends that I haven't really talked in so many years message me or call me asking me if I can now help them with their journey and their business. And I love it. And I always try to help them. And I always try to give them guidance on how I did it. And hopefully it would help them. Because at the end of the day, we all want to win, right? I feel like, let me put it that way. I feel like your friends become your business partner, the people that you work with, the people that you hired, because you all have the same goal and you want to achieve that. But is it going to be the same like when you have a normal job and you leave that job and you're going to go out for drinks with your girlfriend or your guy friends? No, it's not. Because work never stops as an entrepreneur. And I know I'm going to get a lot of heat and I know a lot of people talk about it. I personally don't believe in work-life balance because as entrepreneurs, there's so much more work than balance. And you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with not having time to see your friends, time to be with your family, or being able to travel, or even be able to buy yourself anything for the first few years. Because here's the thing, you can think about work life balance, and maybe it works for you. It never works for me. Because at the end of the day, yes, we can bring in so much spirituality into this and try to always stay positive, but entrepreneurship is really a game. It kind of is a war. And I know that sounds really harsh, but it is. If you're not on top of what you're doing, someone else is going to do it and someone else is going to do it better. So you don't have time. So, because of that mentality, you feel alone. You feel like you have no friends. And to be real with you, most of the time, you don't. You have colleagues, you have people that you know, people in your industry that you can call and have coffee. And then what do? We talk about business, we talk about entrepreneurship. I remember when I realized it that when you're going after your dreams, how lonely it is, it broke me because I love human beings. I love to help them. I love to be there for them. But I realized it doesn't work. It really doesn't. And also because there's a lot of jealousy because as an entrepreneur you do things that normal people don't do. Every day is different. You wake up, you think that you have to work on this, but then something else comes in that you have to take care of. So every day is different. You might get invited to these parties, you might get invited to travel, to speak, to do this, to do all these amazing things that other normal 9 to 5 people don't have. And I have to say, when you're in this world that I am, in this world of like going after your dreams, creating your own business, you want to be around people who you can learn from. Because this world is new to us. We still need to learn. So we want to attach ourselves to people who know better, who have more experience than we do. Because when I speak that language with my friends who don't know what I'm doing or what I'm going through, they're just going to look at you and they're confused. And then you're going to be confused. So, why I'm saying this is, like I said before, there's so many people out there who speak all this amazing fluff about entrepreneurship. I don't want to do that. That's not why we're here. This channel is about the truth and honesty and the raw of it all. So when you see this and you are going through this right now, know that I know how it feels and it's going to pass and it's going to be so much better because the more you're alone with your thoughts, you're going to understand you better and you're going to understand so much better where you need to be going and how to get there. So all this alone time think about it, it's like a never lasting meditation, right? You have all these crazy thoughts, you're sitting by yourself, but then you wake up and you know exactly where to go and how to feel in that moment. this has to be sharp. And this cannot be sharp if there's so many people around you giving their opinion, because you need to understand you and you need to understand where you're going. So I hope it makes sense what I'm saying. As long as you have you and you get up in the morning and you do whatever you got to do, you're going to be okay.